Marvel is one of the largest comic companies in the entire world and is home to America's beloved characters such as Spider-Man, Wolverine, Iron Man, Captain America. Yet, just over a couple of weeks ago, the Vice President David Gabriel came out and said that readers just didn't want any more diversity. One of my favorite readers on the entire internet. Today, we're going to be diving into this problematic statement coming from the Vice President David Gabriel and understanding what is really happening with Marvel. If you aren't too big of a Marvel fan, Marvel has started pushing all their comics to be more inclusive and contain more diverse characters. For instance, in these newer comic books coming out, the Incredible Hulk is of Korean descent, Iron Man is played by an African American woman, and Captain America is played by an African American man. Miss Marvel is a Muslim American, and now there are a lot more characters who are diverse backgrounds. And all these things are amazing to have, and having these amazing diverse characters is beautiful. The entire scene of comic books doesn't connect when it comes to having diverse characters in these mainstream comics. Yet, the problem with Marvel fell into is that they didn't have staff writers who embraced this ideology. For instance, on the Totally Awesome Hulk, the writer is a white American. The black female Ironheart is being written by Brian Michael Bendis, another white American. And the list goes on for a lot of other comics coming out from Marvel. The problem here is that Marvel is pushing this rhetoric of diversity onto their staff members who aren't diverse. When you have an entire masthead of white people trying to write characters who are of color and are diverse, there will be some mishandling of the characters, and writers just won't feel comfortable enough writing these characters, and writers just won't feel comfortable enough exploring all the aspects of these characters. Marvel cannot have a successful line of diverse characters without first having a diverse amounts of writers and artists behind these characters. This entire disconnect between characters and writers makes Marvel's push for diversity in their comics feel as if they were just one big publicity stunt to increase sales instead of actually genuinely wanting to see diversity in their comics. Marvel's intent when it came to the launching of these characters could just be as easily just to help their sale numbers when it comes to their comics, because as we all know, when it comes to their Marvel films, they are very whitewashed. For instance, all of these plots that are being written with diverse characters will probably be replaced with white characters when it hits the big screen. We saw it happen in Spider-Man as well as Doctor Strange, which brings us to the point where Marvel has just came out and talks about their lagging sales numbers. David Gabriel has it wrong. Comics such as Miss Marvel is doing perfectly fine. Diversity is needed in the entire Marvel universe. And until Marvel accepts diversity fully for everything it tells, from hiring diverse writers and creators to finding diverse pools of artists to casting diverse actors for their movies, instead of simply diversity as a trend to help boost their sales, Marvel will never get the formula right when it comes to creating these comics. Until Marvel accepts diversity fully for everything it tells, from the hiring of diverse writers and creators and diverse pool of artists to casting diverse actors for their movies, instead of simply diversity as a trend to help boost their sales, Marvel will just never get the formula right when it comes to creating these comics. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section about your opinions on David Gabriel's comments on diversity. Be sure to subscribe to my channel down below and to follow me on Twitter at CamPirp. Thanks for watching. Keep your heads up high and expectations. Great. There are thousands of people out there who are also have the same love of books that you were talking about, and it is always wonderful to connect with these people and be able to talk to them. Secondly, you have advanced read copies. If you are a true book nerd, there are hundreds of authors out there who are in need of people to read their books before they come out to help increase the amount of exposure they get.